Okay, so since I made my last video on how the AI works in Carmageddon here on YouTube, I've been having a little trouble getting the in-game recording feature to work. But since I reinstalled the game, it has been working again. Of course, I lost all my progress in the game, but you can't have everything. And this old G4 eMac is certainly capable of running it at full speed, since it was designed for a G3 or higher. So let's get started. Now, when I posted a link and a description of my original video here on YouTube on the official Carmageddon forum, I was kind of surprised by the reactions. I was like, I kind of expected from the other players, I mean, you know, the die-hard Carmageddon fanatics, I expected them to either to say, oh yeah, we knew the AI in the game was great, we knew that all along. Or else I expected them to say, yeah, isn't it great? I'm glad to find somebody else who appreciates it like we do. But instead, I was kind of blown away by the fact that they were like hostile to the idea, the very idea that there could be any real AI in the game. Most of them were like, oh no, you're full of it. There's no real AI in the game, or if there is any AI, it's very basic. It's at a very basic level. And another thing I thought, and these were the die-hard Carmageddon fans, you know. By the way, I didn't talk to any of the actual developers. These are just fellow players I talked to. And another thing that I found surprising is one of the things they had the hardest time believing was that the AI can actually predict when you're about to waste the previous opponent in the game, and then the AI will start sending the next opponent before you waste the previous opponent. It will start sending the next opponent so that the opponent will be in your area, in your vicinity, at the time you waste the previous one, which, you know, makes sense because it keeps the game moving at a brisk pace. So, but they didn't believe that. They had a hard time believing that that was possible. So in this video, I would like to prove that that happens. I would like to conclusively prove that the AI can predict when you're about to waste the previous opponent and then start to send the next opponent in your vicinity even before you actually waste him. And I'm going to document that very thoroughly every way to Sunday to actually show you my case here. Okay, so let's see how this works. So here I am driving around. I'm looking for Razorback. I'm not quite sure where he is. And I'm speeding this up a little bit, quite a bit actually, just to speed through this. But you can see me searching around for Razorback. Suddenly, oh, right here I get kind of a brainstorm. And I come along this way. And here we are at normal speed. I find him. I ram into him. He goes between the two barriers. I smash into him again and waste him just like that. Now what you may not have noticed, let's see this again. What you may not have noticed is that right when I wasted Razorback, what do you know? Thunderbucket comes along right at the exact second that I waste Razorback. Now is that a coincidence? Is that possibly a coincidence? I say no, and I'm going to prove it to you. Okay, so let's look at this from Thunderbucket's point of view. Here he comes along. You can see me in the background. I waste Razorback, and there's Thunderbucket right there at the exact split second that I waste him. Let's see that again. Instant replay here. Here he goes. I waste Razorback, and there Thunderbucket passes at the exact moment. So how does this work? Well, this is going to blow your mind. To show you, let's go back about 30 to 40 seconds before I wasted Razorback. And here we see Thunderbucket. He's kind of cruising through this park. This is quite a distance away from where I wasted Razorback. He's just wandering around aimlessly, kind of meandering, not really going anywhere. Oops, you could just see Razorback drive by there at that moment on the left side. Here he goes. Whoa, what happened? He suddenly changed direction. He became into the shadow AI, as I called it, which is kind of more mechanical. Here he is crossing over. They don't usually do that. He cheated a little bit. He crossed over the water. He's going so fast. Look at this. He's making a beeline to this area right there at that exact moment. Why did he do that? Well, let's see what's going on here. Whoa! That's why he did that. This is the exact moment that I wasted Razorback. What do you know? Now, if you think that was amazing, hold on to your seat because it gets even more mind-blowing. Because what I like to do is when I see a AI car suddenly go from meandering around, aimlessly just wandering around, to suddenly shooting off in a particular direction, very purposefully and very definitely, what I like to do is I like to switch to my car to see if there's maybe something I did at that exact moment that caused the AI to drive the car, suddenly make it go in a specific direction. And the way you can do that is you can switch in instant replay mode. You can switch from the manual cam focused on the AI car to your car instantaneously just by hitting the left and right arrow keys on your keyboard at the same time. So let's do that. Let's see Thunderbucket again in the park, but this time right when he suddenly changes direction, let's hit the left and right arrow keys, switch to my car, and see what made him do that. Okay, so here we are back at the park before Razorback is wasted, watching Thunderbucket meander around, wandering. There he goes. Boom! Right there. There's a spot. He changed direction. So let's see if I'm doing anything significant. Whoa! Look at that. I sure am. Look at that. This is a point where, like, I was looking at the map and I was kind of wandering around. Wasn't quite sure where I was going. Then, boom! Right here at this point is where I realized where Razorback was. So I was getting ready to change direction. Now let's see Thunderbucket again. Let's see that again. Boom! Right here is where he changes direction. Right here. Let's see. Here I am. Boom! Right here is exactly the same, is exactly the moment where I realized where Razorback was. I just looked at the map and here I realized it. Right here. Right there. That's exactly the moment that Thunderbucket changed direction. Right there where I'm skidding my wheels. So what does this mean? This means that the AI is based on the player's behavior, which makes sense. You know, the AI doesn't have goals or intentions of its own. It's got to base its behavior on what the player does. And that's exactly what it's doing. It sees this and it knows what I'm about to do. Look at this. There it goes. Right there. At that exact moment where I make that skid, I change direction and there it goes. He heads down off across the map off to where I'm about to waste Razorback. And that's another significant thing, because I hadn't even wasted Razorback yet. Didn't even have him in my sights. I was like a block away. So the AI read my intentions. That's the impressive thing about that. And there goes Razorback passing by right at the exact moment I waste Thunderbucket. Now let's see this in split screen view here. Here we go. The exact moment that I change direction, I realize where Razorback is. That's where Thunderbucket starts heading across the map, cutting across the water, and passing by me just as I finish wasting Razorback. Here he goes, passes right by me at that exact moment. Now just to be clear here, I'm not claiming that the AI, artificial intelligence in the game, it can read minds. I'm not claiming it can tell fortunes. I'm not saying that it's psychic. I'm just saying that it's very good, it's very intelligent, and it's very good at reading the player's intentions, which is very impressive. So now let's watch it again in split screen view so you can see Razorback changes direction at the exact moment that I change direction. Okay, now in case you're wondering how the game ends, Razorback passes me by. I don't even notice him. He passes me by, but he seems to realize that I didn't notice him, so he doubles back. He comes and he's actually chasing me here. He's following me. So here it comes to the intersection. This is around where I am. You can see me there. And he just wanders around until I notice him. Now he's wandering some more. Now he's pretending like he's stuck between these two barriers. He's giving me a chance to waste him because he's the last car. And there he is. I finally deliver the finishing blow and he's wasted. So in this video, I have tried to prove conclusively, without a doubt, that the AI in the game of Carmageddon 2 does indeed predict when the player is about to waste the previous opponent, and it sends the next opponent in the player's direction at that moment so that the AI car will arrive at the exact time that the previous opponent is wasted. So if you like this video, I hope you'll give it a thumbs up, subscribe, because I plan on making more videos exploring the AI in Carmageddon, and help me spread the word, because I want to encourage the development of great AI like we see in this game in other video games. And the way to do that is by raising awareness that such fantastic AI is indeed possible. So like it on Facebook, post it to your Twitter feed, and mention on forums, and just help me spread the word about this. And thanks for watching.